Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you see, it's this shirt really is fitting to what I'm feeling like right now. It just says Queen on it. If you want to know where I got it from, let me know in the comments below. And I don't know why the comments are still off, because I really want to hear what you guys have got to say. You know, positive. I'm just gonna say positivity and all that. I don't know how to turn the comments on, but I'm gonna figure that out. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to my video. Now, the video that I just uploaded not too long ago was showing you the school that I went to when I was younger that literally almost killed me. I wasn't playing when I said that. I know it sounds a little bit dramatic, but I really wasn't playing when I said that. But I'm going to go ahead and get into my bullying story and just end the year with standing up to a bully. Because you all know what I'm talking about. Because we had the biggest bully for all 4 years, and that was Donald J. Trump. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but that's just how I feel. He was the biggest bully that we have ever had a president, and he was the worst president in the world. So for us, for a lot of people in the United States to stand strong and say, we're done, let's get him out of here, that just makes me be like, wow, I'm really proud of y'all. I'm proud of the people who voted against him. I'm proud of the people who said we had enough. He's got to go. We're tired of his attitude. We're tired of the way he just doesn't care about nobody but himself. And we're tired of the bullying. He has pushed us around for 4 years. So that's what inspired me to tell my story and how I survived it. Now, a different situation for me is that I didn't know how to stand up to bullies when I was younger. I always just let them do what they wanted to do with me. I mean, I was never sexually assaulted or anything like that. I said I was mentally and physically abused. So I'll go ahead and get into that. I'll just go ahead and get into my story, because we stood up to the biggest bully in the world. And we got him out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into my story. Now, the bullying did not start until I was in the 5th grade. That's when it all started. You know, we were kids at the time and all this other stuff. Now, was I innocent? No. There were some times I acted out, but I was never mean to anybody. I was never mean. Well, you know what, I'm lying. Yes, I was. I was trying so hard to be part of the popular group and all this. And there were some times that these people weren't nice to me. There were times they weren't. Maybe it's because of that one girl or that one guy. I don't know. But the bullying did not start. And it just went on, and then after that, after 5th grade, it just shot to hell. Like 3rd until, you know, I don't even remember. I don't even care. The middle school days. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I got it the worst. And it was at that school I showed you. Some of the worst things that I was called, and crazy enough, the worst thing I was called was stupid. Stupid out of everything. Because the other reason why I got made fun of is because I had extra help when I was in school. I had a lot of trouble in school. I had a lot of tutors. I had to go after school sometimes to talk to tutors to see what I can do to keep going. and keep passing my classes because I wasn't really doing well. And then I was called slow, learning disability, well, LD, slow, stupid. And that was the worst thing because I didn't, just to let everybody know, I did not like that. I wish that I could have gotten the normal treatment like the other kids. I wish I would have gotten it faster and stuff like that. But what made me not want to pay attention is the fact that I was getting things thrown at me. I've gotten paper thrown at me. I've had pencils thrown at me. So it caused me not to pay attention because I was always looking over my shoulder, seeing who was throwing shit at me. So at that point, I was like, I'm not even going to try. I have to pay attention, and I have to survive at school. That's what I was doing. I was surviving at school. There was this one guy who actually threatened to beat me up, and he actually put his hands on me. You know, he actually shoved me and said, I'm about to, I don't even know what I did to deserve that. But this one boy, he bullied me for 6 years. 6 years. So, and it was crazy. I was called every name in the book. There were guys that said, how many wish Ashley was dead? So these guys were wishing for me to die. Nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. And I believed that. Because it was like everywhere I went, there were people that were making fun of me. So I started to believe that. It was that one school that made me believe that nobody liked me. Everybody hated me. But you know, all that hell that I went through, I actually sat with a girl who actually treated me normally. And she was my childhood friend. So it wasn't all bad. Not everybody hated me. So I got all that and more. I got my stuff taken from me. I got everything. You know, I've gotten punched, gotten kicked, everything. And I didn't tell anybody because I was known as a liar back then. That was because of a family member. So, you know, just some things, how I was raised. I was with some of the values and qualities that I had back then. I was raised kind of backwards. So, yeah, it is what it is. And there's a lot of things I will not take responsibility for. Now, as far as me isolating myself, yeah, I did that because I was getting bullied all the time. I mean, and not only that, I was always hearing, shut up, Ashley, and all that. So it ruins my social life. I didn't have a social life. That's why you hear me sometimes in the videos stuttering and trying to get the words out because my social life, I did not have one for years. I didn't even know how to talk to anybody. When it comes to conversation, I didn't know how to talk to somebody because I know with people, when it comes to confrontation with some people, they're not calm. They'll just want to attack you and just go. I didn't know how to be like that. I didn't know how to, I didn't know how to handle that. You know, I would always yell and scream and act like a kid because I was just, I was getting protected, but I didn't know how to stand up for myself. I would always have my sister do it for me. That didn't teach me anything. So that's where the middle school days were. High school, I got it too. So it wasn't as bad, but it was still bad. So with any middle school memory, I don't have nothing in middle school. I got rid of all of that. I don't even want to remember it. Those were some of the worst days of my life. The worst. You won't even believe it. Like I said, I mean, there were some times that people would sit with me and stuff like that. So, as far as it being, it was still terrible. Don't get me wrong. It was awful. It was awful. But the good times, there were some good times there. I won't take it away from that. But also, I'm gonna kind of go up and down a little bit. I also got bullied when I was younger. I got bullied by a teacher. Her name was Miss Good. I don't know who she is, but I went to Lamandola with her. Now, am I innocent? No. There were some times I was acting out, but she did not like me. I remember when she grabbed my arm and squeezed my arm, and crazy enough, again, how I was raised, I didn't say anything because I didn't think anybody would believe me. You know, a girl named Misty, she used to put her hands on me. She used to punch me, you know, when I was a kid. Again, I took it. I took it. So yeah, teachers are not innocent at all. So some teachers are not innocent at all. So, I got bullied in college too for a good maybe 2 or 3 months. It's my first year when I was a freshman. I actually went to school with one girl, and I heard she was fake. Her name is Brittany, and she knows who she is. I heard she was fake. I didn't think of it that way. I didn't know what I did to deserve that. It was another girl named Brittany. Her name was Brittany Soul, I believe. She's the one who started it. I don't know what I did to deserve that. I don't know why, but they bullied me and ran me out of the room. And she's the one who started that. I don't know what I did to deserve that. If there was a problem, somebody should have told me. I don't know if it was because I was eating their food, in which I was. I was wrong for that. I was dead wrong. If that was the case, I'm sorry for doing that. And I shouldn't have done that. Okay? But I just wish somebody would have told me that. Now, another thing, because I'm just gonna make it short and sweet and all this other stuff, just to give my little story on it. And then I'm gonna tell you the good that's came out of it. I also been bullied at work. There was a place called Trade Global. It was up here in Fairborn, and it was a call center. I got bullied by a girl named Talisha. It was a black woman. She got kids. She's definitely older than me, probably in her 40s. She used to put her hands on me, and she would record me on her Snapchat. I didn't like that. And I was trying to hit her back because I didn't like that. But crazy enough, again, what I realized was that I didn't have any money. I didn't give her any gas money, which was wrong of me. But I was wrong, and I'll admit that. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is appropriate. No, it's never appropriate. For me, I was wrong. For me, she was worse. You don't ever put your hands on anybody, but it got worse. This is what made me want to quit. And they got their karma. I'll tell you that in a minute. I actually switched days with her one day. And as she was signing her name and all that, she goes and she pushes the paper and it falls down on the floor. And then I was like, can you please pick that up? And then Andrew, his coworker, he's like, well, she's doing you a favor. You pick it up. And then we got into a little bit of argument. The supervisor got into it, and another supervisor. They all ganged up on me. And defending her. I don't care what somebody has done for you. You still treat them with you still treat them with respect. Because if that were me, I wouldn't have done that. You're telling me to pick it up because she's doing me a favor? This co-worker's name is Andrew. The supervisor's name is Daniel, and the other one is Thomas. And I know this was 2016. This was like, okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. When I got another job, I was done. I quit. I was done. But crazy enough, they got their karma because they got shut down. So they either had to work from home or they had to go all the way to Westchester. But then I ran into another girl that used to work there. She was telling me all sort of shit that they were talking about when it came to me. They were like, she's going to steal. She's going to, she's looking at everybody's purses and stuff like that. They were tattling on me, saying I was rude and stuff like that. And then there was one girl that tattled on me that I said something rude. And I thought we were cool. You could have talked to me after work, but she goes and disrespects me and put my name in an email asking a supervisor a question and puts my name in an email, thinking that was funny. So you go and disrespect me, but you're gonna tell the supervisors that I was being disrespectful. So okay. Since y'all really did not like me, you lost all your customers, so all your customers didn't like y'all. So karma. There's another place that I worked at. It was at Tom Smith Industries. It was just one girl. It was just one woman. Her name was Michelle Brown. She's, oh my gosh, she is off the hook terrible. I remember when I was and this was in 2000 this was in 2016 still. So this is when I got that job, and I worked there for 2 years. She that was my mouth. I didn't fart. But I remember when I was going out the bathroom, I caught the door. She was like, she waited on me. She was like, you know, when I said excuse me, she's like, uh-huh. I'm like, mm-hmm. Whew, that pissed me off. Entitled bitch. And if she's still working there, I'm happy for you. Because I've moved on to bigger and better things. You can go ahead and look at my videos. I don't care. Yeah, I got fired from that place, but I'm about to move on to bigger and better things. And I hope you see this video, and I hope you see my face. Oh, and as far as these places I'm naming right now, I'm never going back there again. I'm never going to work for y'all again, so I don't even care. I don't give a damn. Okay? But one more place that I got bullied at. This is a place that I actually quit. This is a place that I actually quit recently to go work at another place that I did get fired from. It was called Green Tokai. Absolutely horrible. And it wasn't the work, it was the people. I got bullied by a guy named Robert Garfield. He bullied the hell out of me and made me cry. And it was more money, so I took it. But then when I went to go and tell on him, they protected him like crazy. So they're never going to fire him. Never. And he's bullied a hell of a lot of people. He made a lot of people quit. And this is a black dude, too. What an asshole. Yeah. Cold-hearted asshole. But I really wish they wouldn't have moved me to the second building, because there's 3 buildings. So I go to the second building. I don't remember when that was, and I'm there. It was good for a minute, but then somebody was retiring, and then the next day, a coworker, I don't remember what her name was. She goes and tells Sherry some BS that she thought I said, but my thing is, why are you going back repeating something that you don't even know about? Why don't you mind your own business? And then Sherry Osborne, my old supervisor, comes and yells at me. I got so mad that I started crying and I left early. Because if I didn't, I was going to cuss her out. And then I was going to cuss that coworker out because I know who did it. Because I don't appreciate that. From that moment on, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. And then one day before I quit, it was weeks before I quit, I went off on her, and then she respected me. I was done. Because crazy enough, I still allowed that. I still allowed her to talk to me and treat me any type of way. But then she goes like, hi, how are you? No, she's a favoritism bitch too. She plays favorites. Oh my gosh, she plays favorites like crazy. I'm not one of the favorites. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not your favorite. I don't care. But you are not going to disrespect me. And these are places, again, I would never work at again. I would never work for Green Toe Guy again. And it's sad because a lot of the people there, they actually liked me. They liked me. They would have liked for me to stay there. But no, you can thank Sherry for that. I don't want to work for that bitch anymore. And she can have her favorites. They can do whatever they want to do. I don't care. Because my thing is, if she can go and treat a good employee like me and treat me like that, and treat me like shit and don't even care, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and keep your favorites. Take all the points off, but go ahead and have them do every job in there and see how you can keep up with production. See how well you can keep up with that with only your favorites, since you only give a shit about them. Okay? All right. I don't even care. I mean, that's on y'all. Cause me, I'm a good employee. Back then I wasn't good. Because again, with the interaction and work environment and all that, I didn't take that under consideration. Me, I'm grown now. I come in, I do my job. I don't give a shit about making friends. I don't care about none of that. If I'm cool with you, good. If I'm not, I'm not. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm here to do my job, make my money, and take my black ass home. That's how I feel when it comes to work. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to take it out of the equation, but if I become cool with you, okay. But as far as calling you a friend, hell no. If I don't know you yet, no, we can be cool. But as far as calling you a friend, that's going to take some time. Because I had a fake friend before, and she cheated me out of some money too. So, but other than that, for all the fakeness, for all the people who cheated me, for all the people who treated me like I was absolutely nothing, thank you. Thank you so much for making so many years of my life a living hell, because I'm going to get so many years back of happiness, wealth, and most of all, I have a lot more strength. Because the good thing is about being bullied, I survived it when a lot of other people didn't. I graduated from school. I did that on my own. And speaking of that, let me go back to high school real quick, because my sister told me something. I wish Mom would have told me a long time ago. Well, actually, no, Mom did tell me a long time ago, but it hurt my feelings. I did not know that my IQ was kind of low. The school said it was really low. I don't know what that means. But they're going to tell my mom that, well, since her IQ is low, She doesn't have to take the proficiency. My mom was like, yes, she does. I know my daughter. That hurt my feelings because I felt like they just gave up on me. But I proved them wrong. I passed my proficiency in 2 tries. So they were so willing to just give up and throw away the key that I had to prove to you how smart I am. And my mom had to tell you to make sure I take the proficiency. Well, you know what? I'm so happy I proved my mom right. That's just sad that they were so willing to just give up on me like that. Because I don't feel like y'all were looking out for me. I just felt like, well, it is what it is. No. That's not what you do with a student. You push them to do their best, and you try harder, and you try hard to protect them. You know, I'm not saying all teachers are bad. No, because I know with teachers they have it rough too. So I commend them either way. But I'm just saying, I guess in my situation, because I should have said something, but I was so scared of what somebody was going to do to me at school. So what am I saying about protection? They can only do what they can do. So cut that out. But what's going on today in these schools is crazy. I'm just happy I'm not in school anymore. I'm happy I'm out of there. I really am. I'm happy I am out of there. But just the good things that have happened to me while I was in school. First of all, it wasn't every day. There were people that would talk to me. There were people that would actually play with me. I was talking about when I was a kid. I graduated from high school when a lot of the bullies didn't. I graduated from college when that same college told me no 3 times. Do I regret going to college? No, the debt is crazy, but you know what? I loved college. If there wasn't a lot of debt, I would have gone back and go for another degree. I will probably go for communications. But I'll just have to do something else in my life. So for all the people who call me slow and stupid, just proved you wrong. I went to college when you couldn't, probably, or didn't want to, and then I graduated from there. Oh, I had tutors and all that, but I still did my work on my own, okay? So, and for all the people who bullied me at work, good luck finding another job. Good luck staying at that job with probably no money. There was one job. This one job didn't pay shit. Oh man, I worked there for 2 years and they don't pay nothing. So that woman who bullied me, if you're still there, good luck and have a nice life, because you're going to be working for the rest of your life with no money. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, $300 a week, that ain't shit. Ain't nothing. That's what I was getting. I had to work overtime just to make ends meet, okay? Woo! But it did teach me about hard work. And it did teach me about hustling for your money. So, yeah. And as far as Green Toe Guy, thanks, you guys. Because I know I'm not going to be the only one that leaves. It's going to be a matter of time before people figure what this place is about. And then they leave. Because I heard through the grapevine it's getting worse anyway. And people are not going to stay there. So good luck. Good luck. Because either way for me, I win. I win. Because I walked away. I walked away. I did the right thing. Because I could have cussed everybody out that pissed me off. But I have more respect for myself and I have my pride in myself. I'm not like y'all. So, this girl, she survived bullying at school and at work. Oh, and trust me, nobody messes with me now. Like, for instance, when it comes down to me, I mean, you can tab me and all that, but nobody, when it comes to like punching me, nobody puts their hands on me anymore. I'll punch you right back. No, I don't play like that. No, keep your hands to yourself. So, I mean, like I said, I don't mind like if you're playing around, if you're like tapping me or hugging me, it's fine, but punching me, no. No, because that's what Talisha did in Trade Global. She actually used to punch me. I tried to punch her back, but she ran. So, and I allowed that. I allowed so much. But like I said, it made me stronger. I know this is a long video, but I had to share this video because it inspired me because of what we went through for the past 4 years under the Trump administration. So that's why it inspired me to make this video, because us as a nation, if we can stand up to a bully like Donald Trump, that's totally inspirational. I know with the other 70 million who thinks Trump is this wonderful God and all that, and he created this crazy cult. It's not really like, it's not really looking good, but I have faith. I have faith. So, I'll say this, to Donald J. Trump, you have no idea how strong we really are. And I'm talking about the people who voted against you. And for Trumpism, it may be split half and half, but trust me, when it comes to bullies and when it comes to people trying to push people around, we're not going to have that. We dealt with that for 4 years. Just like for me, I dealt with bullying most of my life, and I finally said I had enough. It doesn't make us weaker. It made us stronger. So my thing is, you destroyed Donald Trump. You destroyed the nation in 4 years, but we were like, no, you got to go. Like for me, I'm like, I'm thinking now, like, you guys had your fun. I'm glad you did. But I want to say something. I want to, because I'm going to try and wrap it up now because I know I'm babbling But I actually got a chance to confront. There was one boy, his name is Demetrius Shrivers. I will never forget his name. And don't go after him because this was years ago. He's probably grown now. Well, he's grown now. It is what it is. I was working at McDonald's. And God put me there for a reason. He came in and my heart jumped when I saw him because I was so nervous. I said, hi. And crazy enough, I said, hey, can I have a hug? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I was thinking like, why did I do that? Why did I give him a fucking hug? Why did I do that? This is the same boy who put his hands on me, who bullied me for 6 years. 6 years. For what? I didn't do nothing to him. Why did I hug him? I was thinking like that after I saw him. But that was just showing me how much I've grown. And even though I wasn't grown like I am now, it was just showing me it was just showing me just a little bit the kind of heart that I have. I have a wonderful heart. But it's showing me that I was growing up. And even though I still had that pain there and I was just trying to understand this, that, and the other going into the circle, you know, he told me, crazy enough, because I asked him, you know, I went to school with you, right? He said, yeah. So you know what happened? He's like, yeah, I was a fucked up individual. And I'm still a fucked up individual. That's what he said. So he knew what I was talking about. I was like, okay. Well, he's like, I gotta go. He's like, all right. Take care of yourself. He said, you too. I know a lot of y'all may think, oh, he didn't say sorry. Here's the thing. He acknowledged what he did. That was good for me. He knew what I was talking about. He knew what he did to me. That's okay. So sometimes it doesn't take sometimes a lot of people are not going to say sorry, but if they acknowledge what they did, that should be good enough for you because they know. That's what happened with another girl when I worked at Marshall's. You know, I ran into her. She's like, I said, how you doing? You know I went to school with you, right? She said, yeah. Well, I just asked her flat out, why did you bully me? It was stuff that was going on in school. It was stuff that was going on at home. So sometimes when it comes to bullying, I'm just letting you know, when it comes to bullies, sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It's probably stuff that they're going through and they're taking it out on you. And they see you as a target. If you're crying, if they're getting to you, they're going to keep messing with you. And for me, that's why I was getting bullied a lot, because I was crying so much. I didn't know how to stand up for myself. They saw it. They were getting something out of it. So I'm just letting y'all know, when it comes to bullies, you stand up to them because they have no right to bully you. If stuff is going on in their life and what's going on at home, no, you don't have to take that. You stand up for yourself because they have no right to take that out on you. Because like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with you. That's what happened with me. So, you know, but Don't take it too far. Now, if they put their hands on you and all that, you got to defend yourself. Absolutely. Go ahead and defend yourself. I would never talk about fighting and stuff like that, but if they start it, you finish it. You gotta do that. If you got to, you got to. It is what it is. Trust me, I would never say beat their ass and all that. No. Don't do that. Don't start fighting because it makes it worse. But I am saying if they start the fight, if they start fighting with you, if you gotta defend yourself, you finish it. That's what I'm saying. Because that's how I was taught. So, because that's what my mom used to say to me. I won't start a fight, but I'll finish it. So, my mom was a tough cookie, too. But yeah, that's my story. That's the whole bullying story. And that's everything that I definitely want to tell everybody. I'm very happy that I shared this with everyone. The bullying that I went through, I survived it. We survived it for 4 years. And I'm proud of this nation, and I'm proud of myself for staying strong in that. So, but like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment below. I'll figure it out how to turn them on because I would like to hear what you guys have got to say, okay? All right, well, you guys stay safe, wear your mask, and if I don't see you on Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody. You all take care. God bless. Have a good night, or have a good day wherever you are.